Welcome to Colonial Impact Wrestling, everybody. My name is The Colonist, and today we have a TLC, Tables, Ladders, and Chairs match between Freddy Krueger, Dave Chappelle, and Symbiote Spiderman. Let's just get this going. 3 XYZ competitors looking to earn some more points, keep themselves out of the Elimination Battle Royal, or the Redemption Battle Royal, which is set to take place Thursday of this week. And they're trying to keep themselves out of that by gaining 8 points and a win here in this TLC triple threat match. Now, the only one who is currently in danger of the 3 of these guys, excuse my voice cracking, but the 3 of these guys is Dave Chappelle, who needs this win more than Spider-Man needs this win, and needs this win a lot more than Freddy Krueger needs this win. Freddy Krueger is actually in pretty good standing at this point. Actually, I'm pretty sure he's not even in danger of being in the Redemption Battle Royal. No, he's in good shape. Here's the points right now. Freddy has 107 points. Dave Chappelle has 97 points. And Symbiote Spider-Man has 109 points. So really, it's going to be a 3-point loss for being pinned, as usual, and an 8 points for triple threat win. So whoever wins this, Chappelle is really the one who needs it. Everyone else is probably going to be okay. They're probably going to be able to handle this. Here comes Freddy Krueger. No, Freddy Krueger. Not the Boogeyman.
The following contest is a tables, ladders, and chairs match. On the way to the ring, from parts unknown, the Freak.
Freddy Krueger. We haven't seen Freddy Krueger in a match in some time. Last match he was in was the 3rd semifinal match, where it was Freddy Krueger against Noob Saibot. We have not seen him since, so this is kind of a return for him after a week of inactivity. And the thing about this is really the only person who, like I said, who is in danger is Dave Chappelle. Now, it is quite possible we could see Dave Chappelle competing 3 times this week. In this match, unless he wins, in this match, he could be competing. Then he'd be in the Redemption Battle Royal. And then, if he loses that, if he's in the bottom 2 or 3 of that, then he could be in the elimination match the day after on Friday. So this could be a very bad week for Dave Chappelle if he ends up going on a losing streak. And we can only hope that he doesn't, because I happen to like Dave Chappelle. Now, before I make any sort of thing, now, whoever does get eliminated from the main roster, I should point out, will not be removed from CIW entirely. The only thing that changes is they go down to gut check. That's the only difference. And we're going to have an elimination match once a month. Here comes, speaking of, Dave Chappelle.
And the opponent, from Washington, D.C., Sexy Girl.
Sexy girl. Forgot about that. We haven't seen Dave Chappelle compete in a singles match since the first round of the XYZ tournament, and he actually lost to the eventual winner, Smoke. Dave Chappelle was the first man in the stamping path of Smoke on his way to becoming XYZ champion. The fans love Dave Chappelle. He's one of the most over characters that we have in CIW, and that's why it would be really disappointing if he ended up being eliminated at the end of this week. So I'm going for Dave Chappelle. I'm going to hope Dave Chappelle gets a win in this one. Just because he's a pretty cool dude. He's a funny guy. And I'd like to see him win this match. I love the lowrider. I'm digging the lowrider, I got to say. Shades of our boy, the late, great Eddie Guerrero. Always a fan of Eddie. Now a fan of Dave Chappelle. And Dave Chappelle, who's a pretty funny guy, I'm sure he would have a lot to say about Shades of Black, seeing how he makes a lot of black jokes. And I'm not saying that to be racist. I'm saying that just as an observation. I think he's hysterically funny. And, you know, so he probably has 1 or 2 things to say about Shades of Black. But Shades of Black not involved in this. There is not even an XYZ competitor in Shades of Black. So he wouldn't even be near this. And speaking of over characters, here comes Symbiote Spider-Man.
and the opponent, from New York,
Everybody loves Tobey Maguire, apparently. Everybody thinks that Tobey Maguire is just... He's great for the company. He's great for what we're selling as our little shtick. He's great for that. Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man from the third one. Sure, we're low budget, but you know what? I am going to be bold enough to say that despite the fact we're low budget, you are getting quality wrestling here at CIW. And that is the God's honest truth. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn, because obviously the Magnation is incredible. TAW also pretty fucking awesome. But I gotta say, we hold our own. You know, we may not have the most money, we may not have the same recording things that everybody else does. We may not have an Xbox, but I'll tell you what, we do have good matches. We try and give you the best possible quality of wrestling that we can. For you. Only for you, the loyal fans of the internet. And this match, this triple threat TLC match, it's a pinfall submission match. The only thing that's different about it is that there's tables involved, there's ladders involved, and there's chairs involved. Now, what I'm going to expect to happen is we're going to see the setting up and deconstructing of many a table, because nobody really understands what to do with tables in CIW. I don't know why. Just like everyone gets kind of interested in how they're set up, and they have to just set them up and take them back down. They never really get to use them. Like those tables matches were just ridiculous in the XYZ tournament, because there was people just picking up the table, setting it up, picking it back up again, setting it. It's like, oh, look, a table! I must pick up and sit. Oh, and Symbiote Spider-Man immediately going for a ladder, climbing the ladder. And what's he gonna do here? Dave Chappelle flying and not hitting a single thing. Spider-Man horrifically missing, and getting a table. Freddy Krueger blocks it, and now Dave Chappelle blocks the table. Spider-Man going to make another attempt at a high-flying maneuver. Table shot, another table shot, and that time Spider-Man hit him, hit Dave Chappelle kind of backwards. That table just glitched to be set up. That didn't even set up. He had it in his hands and then just set Spider-Man on it. So, okay. Spider-Man just chilling on the table. Dave Chappelle and Freddy Krueger now in a collar and elbow tie-up. And you know what I'm surprised? I'm surprised nobody has outlawed Freddy Krueger's claw. But they've kind of just let him wear it. I mean, he hasn't really done anything specific. Oh, a Chappelle lock! Already a Chappelle lock. I think. Actually, no, that's not the Chappelle lock. That's I don't know. It's something other than the Chappelle lock. It's not the exact same. But good move. But almost immediately stopped. And now throwing Dave Chappelle on the ladder and a leg drop by Symbiote Spider. Another leg drop by Spider-Man. Onto Dave Chappelle, who is lying, looks to be unconscious. But, and a leg drop by Freddy Krueger. And now he's getting up. Chappelle now getting up. Referee Luke Goss assigned to this contest. Luke Goss, who is infamous for getting in the way, again, of the action. Luke Goss just known for getting just right involved in the action, right in front of the action, just making sure that nobody can see what's going on. And I thought he was about to do it again. And now just slaps the Dave Chappelle on the table. Chappelle spent a lot of time lying on his back, getting the shit kicked out of him. Or slapped out of him. What have you. Using that claw, and you have to wonder the claw might actually be doing more damage to Chappelle. And now it's set. Oh, it looked like that Freddy Krueger was going to set up. And a fly by Chappelle, and nothing doing there. Got right back up. Thank you, game. And this triple threat match. Now, the winner of this match not only gets points, but may be considered for future XYZ Championship opportunities. And as always, we are scouting for who will be involved in that championship #1 contenders match, perhaps a battle royal, to face Satan this coming. And now what's Freddy Krueger? Oh, went for a whisper in the wind, but missed it completely. And now Dave Chappelle and now trading soup bones. It's 15 feet in the air, as Taz would say. And every time that happens, they're going to be trading soup bones. And I don't know where soup bones came out. Like, there's no bones in soup. Oh, elbow! Oh! Elbow through the table! Through Spider-Man! Damn! What a great move by Chappelle. Good spot there. And Dave Chappelle climbing up the ladder, then just deciding it was not a good idea. And discretion is the better part of valor. That was a smart move. That was smart to know that there was no good opportunity for Chappelle to go and just decide to get off the ladder, not even risk it. I liked it. I like the move. It's ballsy by Chappelle, but it's going to work. I have a feeling it's going to work. Anyway, and now Chappelle on the top rope again, and an elbow, and hits. Wow. And now Freddy Krueger on the receiving end of some pretty stern punishment there. Was hit by a table and then an elbow drop by Dave Chappelle. And now Dave Chappelle, now it looks like he's going for the Chappelle lock. Yes, he is. There it is. Is Freddy Krueger going to tap out? Maybe he is, maybe he's not. Is it, or maybe this is pinfall only. Because I'm not sure why the submission didn't go through. Maybe this is pinfall only. I didn't really check the rules, so I could be wrong. But it's and that, I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with pinfall only. That works for me. I mean, I'm cool with having a decisive winner like that. Spider-Man going for a cover and leg dropped. Not even a 1 count. And now Chappelle now going for another Chappelle lock. And Spider-Man now going up to the top of the ladder. What's he going to do here? Flying elbow off the mark. Now Freddy Krueger staggering his way up the ladder. And now trading soup bones is Dave Chappelle and Freddy Krueger once again. And now, oh, it's Spider-Man taking both of them out. Damn. Spider-Man taking both of them off the ladder. That had to have done some damage. If Spider-Man goes for a cover, he may pick up the win here. Now, the loser of this match will lose their 3 points, but the person who isn't pinned is going to get a point. I've decided. So there will be a point for the person who didn't win or lose, because it is a TLC match, and you got to get something for your efforts when you put your body through this type of punishment. And Spider-Man now kicking Dave Chappelle in the side. And Spider-Man, I'm going to say Tobey Maguire could really, I think Spider-Man should be the world champion, not the world champion, but the XYZ champion at least. I feel like Spider-Man really deserves it. He's put his way through, he's done a lot for wrestling, and he's done a lot for New York, one of the many superstars from New York. Tobey Maguire just one of many. Although the Spider-Man films weren't even filmed in New York, but shh, nobody has to know that. Flew off the ladder and knocked Freddy Krueger outside the ring. This might be a good opportunity for one of these two, either Chappelle or Spider-Man, to get a pinfall here. And now, what is going on here? An Asai moonsault to nobody, an elbow outside the ring. Spider-Man, what are you doing? What was that even about? He had an Asai moonsault off the ladder and seriously went after nobody in particular. Just kind of felt like flopping off. No big deal. And now all 3 men outside the ring, and if our tag team match from yesterday is any indication, this could go on for several minutes. But it also could not go on for several minutes, who knows. And now Spider-Man throwing Chappelle onto the apron, and now grinding the forehead right into the dome of Chappelle, right into the face. And Chappelle's not that attractive to begin with. No offense to Chappelle, it's just not really that attractive. So he can't really stand it. I mean, I'll give him this. He's the most attractive of the 3 of them. He's more attractive than Freddy Krueger by leagues. Whisper in the Wind hit Dave Chappelle in the back of the head. And without any hair to cushion that had to have done some damage. And Freddy Krueger just no-selling that snapmare onto the ladder. Now, Freddy Krueger's got a chair. Chappelle's got a ladder, sets up the ladder. Chappelle going up the ladder, which has played a significant role in the... Oh, ho, 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 ho! And that was a chair shot and a half to the dome of Chappelle. His head can't take much more damage. Spider-Man using the Nightmare on Elm Street on Freddy Krueger. Boy, is turnabout fair play now just a right hand to Symbiote Spider-Man. Now grabbing that ladder again is Chappelle. And Spider-Man saw that one coming. And it looked like Chappelle was going to go for a super kick and just completely missed it. And that chair seems to be getting in the way of everybody running. And and now Freddy Krueger busted open. Chair shot to Chappelle. Chappelle now going for the chair shot to Spider-Man. Chappelle lock onto Freddy Krueger. Is this going to do it? He's going for a cover. Referee, can Chappelle do it? Come on. 1, 2, 3! Woo! Dave Chappelle! taking himself right out of the Redemption Battle Royal, saving his ass and stopping himself from having to compete more than once this week. Dave Chappelle, I am thoroughly impressed. Good job to all three of those men. If Freddy Krueger loses points, and Symbiote Spiderman, you know what? Symbiote Spiderman has enough points. Although, I will give him the point because that was a good match. That was a good match by all three of them, I have to say. A hell of a TLC match. Dave Chappelle, I am so happy Dave Chappelle won. And he saves himself and he buys himself at least another month in CIW. Now, your pun of the day. Let me see. I should have looked this up way before. Falling satellites? Citizens should be more aware of the gravity of the situation. Oh, how delightful. So, my name is The Colonist. Thank you very much for watching. Chappelle, impressive victory. We'll see you next time.